Life and death are like twins. They look just alike. They imitate each other. Hi everybody, this is Life with Leonard and welcome to another episode. Now before we get to today's episode, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it and leave your comments in the comments section below. And I would like to appeal to all of you, please help me to get to my first 1,000 subscribers. And I'm so grateful for all 142 of you who have subscribed to my channel. Please encourage everybody else, your friends and your family, to subscribe as well. And when we share and like the video, it's very good for the YouTube algorithm, so I will appreciate if you guys can do that. Now in today's episode, I will be discussing one of those uncomfortable topics. And the reason why I say it's an uncomfortable topic is because people don't really like to hear you talk about it. If I were to talk about life and prosperity and abundance and blessings, everybody would get excited. But people don't really like to talk about death. Like the old saying goes, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Death is something that we all have to face. We all at some point need to come to terms with our own mortality. The realization that this earth is not our permanent destination. Now this is a somber but necessary topic. In this world, everything that lives dies. Things you have wear out. You are going to wear out. It is inevitable. Death does not discriminate. It is no respecter of persons. No matter how great a sinner or how great a saint, how mighty a king or how weak a child, death does not discriminate. It is no respecter of person. Death does not care who you are or who you think you are, or how smart you think you are in your attempt to defeat or defy it. It doesn't fear you at all. And we all need to deal with that realization that life, as precious as it is, will come to an end for all of us, including everybody watching this video right now. People don't want to talk about death because they fear death. Why do people fear death? Death comes without an invitation. You can be sitting right there on your phone, or behind your desk working on your computer, or perhaps lying in bed, but death will disrupt. It will intrude. You might try to keep death out by locking your door, but it will walk through the walls. You see, death doesn't care what your diary says or the plans that you have made. You can be going for a walk on the beach in perfect health, but death will meet you there. You might try to escape death by maybe moving to another country on the other side of the planet, but death will meet you there. You see, death doesn't care about time, space, or matter, or even distance. Another reason why we fear death is that death introduces us to the unknown. And man always fears the unknown. Death separates us from the life as we know it, and the people that we so dearly love, and the things that we grew attached to. Death is the one appointment that no one can postpone, no one can escape. Death has caught up with people who were able to escape a lot of other things, but they couldn't escape death. Now, dealing with the loss of a loved one may be one of the most difficult and challenging things that many of us have to face. But I hope that after today's video, that you will understand that you might mourn your loss, but should never mourn their death, but actually celebrating the time and the moments and the memories of joy and laughter that you have shared. You will celebrate their death, knowing that they continue to live in the free and wondrous expression of themselves, the ultimate fulfillment of their higher calling. Now, this is no Copernican revolution or New Age philosophy. Now, what do I mean by that? Do you realize that almost every religion on the face of the earth teaches us that death doesn't exist? Most of the religions are based on the idea, the principle, that the soul lives past the end of this physical body and mind. Most of you watching right now believe exactly that, or something similar, or very close to that. We are sacred beings known as a soul. What do I mean by that? Like you, I'm not a body with a soul. I am a soul with a visible part called a body. You see, I can be smiling with you on the outside, but I'm not really smiling on the inside. And you have done it before. Someone have asked you, how are you? And you replied by saying that you are okay, that you are fine. And by the looks of things to them, it looked as if you were okay or fine from the outside. But you weren't really okay. You might have been frustrated, you might have been angry, you might have been anxious or worried. And sometimes you were angry at the exact same person who posed the question to you, but they couldn't see it. And that right there is the sacred being, the soul, the part of us that continued to live even after this physical body died. It continued to live in the wondrous expression of itself. Life and death are like twins. They look just alike. They imitate each other. It's like a baby. When the baby is in his mother's womb during its gestation period, it sleeps there, it eats there, it grows there. The womb is the only world, the only place that that baby knows. It is like a microcosm of its world. And it continues to live there the first trimester, the second trimester. And at the end of the third trimester, when the baby has come to its fulfillment and the womb has served its purpose, the baby now enters the next phase of its evolutionary process. And what he does, the baby separates himself from the womb. The womb was the only world that that baby knew. So in actual fact, he doesn't live there anymore. He dies to the womb and he passes through the birth canal into his new world. But this is a very painful process, but not for the baby. It is a painful process to the person who this baby was attached to all his life. The baby is blissfully unaware of all the drama that surrounds it. The only thing the baby wants is to get out. And when this baby is born into this new world, it opens up its eyes and it begins to see this new world, a new life. The old one is no more. And there are so much excitement around this baby's arrival into this new world that he has only heard of while in the womb. There are mothers, his father, his grandparents, his uncles and his aunts and his cousins and his brothers and sisters. Everybody is so excited to welcome this baby into this new world. And that baby never wants to go back where he came from. Now this is no small thing. But once you understand this, it will change and alter your entire experience of a loved one departing. And I can assure you, the last person who wants you to mourn their death is the person who died. Now once you understand that, you don't really find yourself mourning the death of a loved one, but really celebrating the time and the memories and the joy and the laughter, the privilege that you had to share time and space with them. Yes, they died physically, and yes, they are not with us anymore, but in the process, they were born into a new world, a continuation, if I may, of their existence and their evolutionary process. And that is why time is so precious. Living in the moment is precious. Living a purposeful life is important. You know, the old saying that yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And we should appreciate this gift, this treasure called life. I remember my grandmother. She was very sick. And the day before she died, I went to go visit her. And when I saw her, I could see that she was in so much pain. And I said, "Mama, I'm so sorry that you have to endure all this pain." And she said, "Don't feel sorry for me. I am at peace. I am ready. In fact, I'm looking forward to it." And she made the reference to one of her favorite scriptures in the Bible, Hebrews 12 verse 2. And the peace that she was referring to is that eternal gift that transcends all anxiety, all fear, all insecurities. And in the midst of our tribulations, of our sadness, of our uncertainty, we too can open that gift, that peace of mind and peace of heart. When she died, I was sad. Of course I was. But I was sad for my loss, my mama, who I've loved and adored so much, who is no more. But I wasn't sad because he died, because he wouldn't want me to be sad. She would want me to remember all the wonderful times that we had, the joy and the laughter, and all those beautiful and long conversations that we had. And when you think about that, you come to the realization that death should actually be celebrated. Now, I know this is not easy. It's a tall order. We are, after all, human. We are social beings. We grow together. We make deep and intimate connections. When someone passes on, you miss them. But let me pose this question to you and think about it. Is it better to have loved and lost than not to have loved at all? You should be living your life consciously, aware that each moment you breathe is a gift. Don't waste the time that you have left. Sometimes you have to let go. You sometimes have to forgive someone who isn't sorry. Sometimes you have to accept an apology that you never got. Not for them, but for you. In order for you to be more present. In order for you to experience the fullness of the life that you have left. To have inner joy and inner peace. And I sincerely hope that today's message will help you to get through your mourning process. Thank you so much once again for joining me on today's episode. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and leave your comments in the comments section below. And I would like to appeal to all of you once again. Please help me to get to my first 1,000 subscribers. That will really help me a lot, and it would help me and you to reach more people with these types of messages that you know I always give out. And I try to do this once every week to give you an inspirational and motivational message once per week. And if you could help me, then we can help each other to make this channel grow, because I know there are many people out there that can benefit from it. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.